Big up everyone. Welcome back to another live stream on the channel. This is your Arsenal 3, Manchester United 1. Same old shit. And not by myself tonight. I will have a few guests, but first one I do have is Wajid. Big up to you. How you doing?
My brother, Big O, how we doing? Thank you for having me back on. It's always a pleasure to be on here, my G.
No worries, man. Yes, no worries, man. I couldn't do this by myself, but yeah, I mean, let me bring up the comments, then we'll dissect into the game. Yeah, make sure to smash the likes and subscribe if you're new. 100% big up to you, Ryan. Incompetent decision making by the officials again. Two big decisions go against us. Absolute red card for Saka Bruno. Disgusting challenge. Garnacho clearly onside. Onto shambles. No way did they deserve to win. And Rockus is free. Yeah, listen. Let's get into it. For me, listen, I didn't back United to win this game. First of all, 2023, we see the likes of Maguire and Johnny Evans, which is listen. First of all, half of this flipping family give us an 8 out of 10 transfer window, but then they don't realize that we've given Johnny Evans a 1-year contract extension. But then we see Manchester City signing Vardy for 9 million. Now, I don't get it for me. I really don't get it, but we deserve to lose. But Wajid, I'm gonna let you go first before I go.
So you know, I wanna the decision thing. The ref was shit for both. The ref was shit for both sides. Like, and on a different day, the Havertz thing's a penalty. So you know what I mean. Decisions went both way against. Yeah, United's was a goal. That's fine, but more than likely, Saka puts the penalty away because man is clinical when he takes them. So you know, that's the first thing I want to get into. But standard refereeing in this country is just dog shit anyway. Like everyone knows this. You got Big Mike Dino going on podcast saying, "Oh, I protected my friends against Chelsea, Tottenham, and stuff." I guess this is a disgrace, isn't it? So, but big 2023, we see Johnny Evans and Harry Maguire lining up for Man United. Big 2023. Like the last time these two lined up, they were at Leicester. They were at Leicester, and this is Man United centre back. This is Man United centre back pair. Fucking, what's there to say about the performance? Everyone was like, "Oh, it's a good performance." Well, shit. We were at least it was 11 men behind the ball. It was 11 men behind the ball, and or you know how much I didn't like Oli, yeah. But at least with Oli, when we had 11 men behind the ball, we had the best transitional football against the big teams. What the fuck were we doing? What the fuck were we doing today? What was that? Rashford saying decision making, and you know, I mean, everyone's twerking for Højlund. Like he was doing basic striker shit. Like we've been starved of a striker for the last 4 or 5 years since Ibrahimovic. That's fine. But we're out here twerking for Højlund. Like he's just doing basic shit. He's making runs and stuff like that. It's gonna take time to embed him in. Totally outrunning the midfield again, right? We're gonna say, all I seen is Onana was making amazing passes and stuff. Motherfucker, if we're paying 1-2s between our centre back and our goalkeeper, what does it mean? What does possession mean? For United had 60% possession in the first half. Arsenal had 8 shots. Arsenal had 8 shots to United. Sorry, 9 shots to United's 3, and it was 1-1. And it's the same mentality. It's the same mentality shit. It's the same mentality shit. Fucking 95th minute. Declan Rice completely open. Both centre backs don't go charging. Don't go running out to him. Yeah, deflection, whatever. At the end of the day, he's been given a free shot in the box. Goes into the back of that. The third one, who gives a shit? Like we were never scoring once the second one came in. So I'll be honest, Arsenal fully deserve to win. I don't have much sympathy for Ten Hag because end of the day, this is he got some of the people he wanted. He wanted fucking Mason Mount for 55 million. When we could have brought Amrabat and Gravenberch in for the same amount of price for fucking one guy who's had a season and made an assist for Kai Havertz in the fucking Champions League. he's the one who kept on Donny. He's the one who kept on. He's the one who kept on Martial. You know what I mean? Cool. Injuries, blah blah blah. Luke Shaw's not been fit since the leg break.
Oh,
Malacia, Malacia's had injury problems since last year. We all know about Varane's injury. We all know about Varane's injury problems from his Real Madrid days. So like you spend 55 million. Everyone knew United had 130 to spend without the sales. We're shit at sales because our contracts are toxic as all hell. So you spend 55 million on a guy whose best position is in the same position as arguably our best player, instead of getting a Tobido, another centre back, or like I said, to the like you could have got Gravenberch and Amrabat from the looks of it, because Liverpool only spent 30 million on Gravenberch. I'd take that risk. I would take that risk. And Amrabat for the same price. We've got Mount, who's injured and he's out till after the international break. That's a fucking joke. I don't have much sympathy for Ten Hag. And now I guarantee you, sorry to cut you off, I guarantee you we're gonna have this shit up. You know, like those wankers, the 1958 saying, "Oh, Glazer's out," blah blah blah. What are you gonna do? Have another sit-in after you paid for the ticket and watch the match? What kind of protest? Who protests after they've paid? What kind of protest is that? Here's the money, then we'll protest. What the fuck? So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm just beyond sick and tired, man. This club, they've got their own correspondents tweeting out FFP and BS like that. Manchester United, they make, what I know, they make 30 million from obviously revenue and stuff. So where's FFP come from? That, for me, I don't believe that FFP BS, man. That's total BS. And for me, I've always said, Manchester United, that's so much transfer window need to sign at least 2 to 3 world-class midfielders. They left Aaron back to the last day, and then that left that fan base hyping up. And then Mason Mount, I didn't agree with that. For me, no chance. Like, and then Eriksen, listen, God damn it. Eriksen, for me, I've always said he's a player that you need to take him off after the 60th minute for me. So there's no surprise at all. But people that are saying from like, oh, I'm not. Listen, sorry, I'm not with that hype for me.
But also, did you see how the kids on the United bench and the Arsenal bench laughed when Ten Hag brought Maguire on? The fucking Arsenal fans celebrated Maguire coming on the pitch.
They were literally chanting his name as well. Arsenal fans, they were chanting the same.
What the fuck?
Then again, this club rejected a £30 million offer from West Ham.
This club
John Murtough. I'm behind the shame, John Murtough.
This club rejected a swap deal for Gravenberch for McTominay.
Yeah, exactly. Let's not start blaming the Glazers. You know how it is. No, listen, we can. Listen, I know the Glazers didn't play, but there are aspects where you can put Glazers to their fault because Amrabat, okay, centre backs, Todibo, no, Todibo's not the right quality for United. And then centre backs, we didn't bring no one. We extended Johnny Evans, and then United fans said, "Oh, good to have you back, Johnny Evans," and all this rubbish. For me, I do not show no love to one player. Like I don't show love. They're here to do their own duties. That's what they get paid to do, to win for matches. And Luke Shaw getting injured. Oh my goodness me, I am not surprised. New contract, this and that. He thinks he can do whatever he wants and gets this fake injury. For me, it's a fake injury. He's just fake injured himself. And yeah, listen, he's not. Luke Shaw will never be good enough for Man United, and he's been at the club for what, 9 years? So
10 years, man. 10 years.
10 years. And then Malacia, I don't know where this injury has come from him. And then yeah, injury list has been an issue because apparently Lindelof's not injured. So we're gonna go back to Maguire and Evans, Majid. So that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. But listen, international break now. So
but hang on, have you seen our next 2 games after the international break? Brighton at home and Brighton, then Bayern away in the Champions League. Yeah, that's the problem. Everyone forgot about the Champions League game. We go Brighton at home, who we didn't beat in normal time last year. It took penalties at Wembley, and then we go to the Allianz on the 20th.
Yeah, this week. we're screwed. And for fans, for any United that can generally think that we can get a result at Allianz, listen, I'm sorry, but you need to hang your head in shame. Listen, I never. For me, I never said league. Under the Glazers, no chance. I never said league title for this. No chance. No chance. Listen, United fans, there's right now, I see a split. There's a split fan base right now. Half of them are still backing the crap players that I don't rate, or me and both Reggie don't rate. Other half, they're saying, it's all on Ten Hag's, this and that, it's all Ten Hag's fault. Let's get De Zerbi, or I don't know. For me, listen, a change of manager is not going to do anything for me, so it is what it is. Maguire, Evans, Reguilon, Reguilon. That's another one. Like, well, big up to you, Matthew. But yeah, today, not a good day, man. I thought for me, first off, we tried to do something. We had chances, but again, we're not clinical. We wasn't clinical enough for me. So this is football. But we do have an Arsenal fan. We're injured, so this is gonna be great.
No, it's calm. It's calm. So I'm good fit.
Hello.
Enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Nah, don't ask me that question, man. Not today. Don't ask me that question. But since you gave talk in the comments, you can go on. You can talk.
Where do I start? I thought the referee was actually spot on today. Like both ways, even both ways, I thought the penalty was rightfully overturned. I don't think that was a penalty, and I think, by the VAR lines, it was offside, and it was never a foul on Johnny Evans. I think that's just more like.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know there was a foul. I didn't even know there was a foul on Johnny Evans. What was the foul?
People were saying Gabriel was holding him, but they're both holding each other. That's just.
Is that for the? Is that for the second?
Yeah, that's for Declan Morris.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'd say it shows how much I didn't even know.
I think, just I don't know really. When United scored, with Garnacho, I thought it was game over. But luckily VAR saved us there. But I think just being clinical at the end, Gabriel Jesus did not expect him to score that.
Wait. You said luckily VAR saved you.
It did say it was the right decision, but it saved us obviously. If VAR wasn't a thing, we would have lost it. But VAR...
I think Joel means like Garnacho scoring in the 90th minute. United can then fully park the bus, and then it's for Arsenal to break down. I think that's what he means by VAR saving, not the overall game, just that particular moment.
Yeah,
not to like speak for you or anything. Sorry.
Yeah, that's exactly my point though. Like, I think if that goal counts, I think there's no way we score after that. You would have started bringing off attacking players, and you would have started parking the bus. I don't think there's any way we would have scored. But yeah, it was a good game. I think it was definitely a better second half than the first half. I thought the first half was really boring. But yeah, it got entertaining in the second half. I think both teams near the end started to push on the drive attack, so it created chances. Both teams had plenty of chances later on second half, and we just took our chances, I guess. But yeah, it was a good game.
No, I'm just looking for those fans that told me to back Myrtle, because now, currently as we're speaking, Allianz Arena, it will be Evans and Maguire partnered up together at the Allianz Arena. So
Evans, Maguire, a choice of Dalot, Reguilon, and Wan-Bissaka against Harry Kane, Leroy Sané, and Serge Gnabry.
Is Martinez out for long? What even happened?
Not even Martin. Lindelof. Apparently he's injured. So for me, yeah. So that comes down to United's preseason. That comes down to United's preseason. We fucking played 8 games in preseason. What is the need to play 8 games in preseason? And even then, they were 45. The team was playing 45, 50 minutes, 45. I think we played 4 games in the United States. We played a game before we went, 2 games after we went. What's the point? You played 8 games, and the team's still not fully fit. And
I'll be honest, Joe. I think you're doing a disservice to Arsenal. I think for all of United's, I said to you earlier, I think for all United's pressure, that's Arsenal. For all United's pressure, no pressure for possession. Sorry, we didn't do shit. You had 9 shots in the first half. I was saying that, yeah, it's all great fucking passing to each other. Onana, Lindelof, and Martinez all fucking passing to each other. Oh yeah, Onana could bring the ball out, but at the end of the day, if like the amount of abuse De Gea got for the FA Cup final, where's Onana's positioning for the first goal? Yeah, that's fine. What's his name? Odegaard's been unmarked. But if you see where Onana's position for when the strike comes, he's fucking stood next to the right-hand post. And for the deflection or not, he's beating at his near post for the second goal, but he can fucking ping a 70-yard ball, so who gives a shit, right? So, like, I know what you're saying, that, you know, the VAR decision and stuff like that, but in my opinion, you guys fucking deserve to win. And everyone, all these people online tweaking about, you know, United's players are injured. The players that are injured are the players that are always injured at Old Trafford. They're the players that are always injured at Man United. Shaw is always injured. We fucking signed a player who's always injured. Martial's probably broken his leg at the end of this game fucking somehow. Yeah. Varane always injured. Like, it's the same shit. It is the same shit. And you know, I think you guys fully deserve to win. And I think not having Thomas Partey play at right back, like, your balance was amazing. This is the most balanced you've been since the start of the season. And I think Thomas Partey being injured actually helped you in this game. Because if he was facing Rashford, I presume is Rashford's side, or like, I think he'd have swapped Rashford to face Partey, then I think you guys would have been fucked.
Yeah, I agree. I said it before the game. If we switch back to a 4-2-3-1, I reckon we'll win 3-1. And I got it right. I think with Partey at right back means we have to stick Ben White centre back and put Kivior at left back, and it just doesn't work. We look so out of position and unbalanced. I think with the 4-2-3-1, it just works. It's just simple. It just works. And I think Rice looks solid in the CDM, which actually benefits Odegaard as well. So I think the only problem is Havertz playing is not on. He's not good enough.
I was going to ask what are your thoughts on Havertz.
Yeah, he is horrendous. He is. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen play for Arsenal. 100%. He makes us worse. You wouldn't really think an attacking midfielder could make a team worse, but he genuinely makes us worse. I think against Everton, Fabio Vieira's he deserves to start, and Jesus has also got to start as well. I don't think Eddie Nketiah is up to standard. I thought he was pretty poor today as well. I don't think Nketiah scores the goal that Jesus scored today either. So yeah, but Havertz definitely should not be starting. It doesn't work. But apart from that, I think 4-2-3-1 with maybe Vieira instead of Havertz, and that it's solid. I don't know why Arteta wants to change it up so much, and I don't get it. But yeah.
Would you have been sorry, just to answer one more question. Would you have been disappointed with the draw, Joel?
I think, yeah, definitely. I think when you're at home, you've got to win. When you're at home to another Big Six side, you've got to win, because if it's at Old Trafford, I feel like you'll beat us at Old Trafford. I feel like when you're at the Emirates, you have to win, especially when you're trying to compete with City. I don't think you can really afford to draw at home.
Yeah, I mean, that away record, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Like, top 6 away. I don't know what the players are doing in the dressing room, man. Really.
Top 8 away. Top 8. There
we go. Top 8 away. Like. I think that's sort of start. I think it's the first time United. Not first time, but first time since 1973 that United lost 2 away games, and then that 1973 we got relegated. So, listen, I'm not trying to say United are going to get relegated, but if that means the Glazers will go, I would listen. People that don't know me, I'd take Championship if that meant the Glazers will go. So for me, we need to sort this away record, man. What the hell was going on? And midfield, listen, it was first time Casemiro started, but I don't know, man. We cannot leave him by himself in that midfield. Eriksen, who can only last 50 to 60 minutes, cannot do anything. By the way, that trick that he did first, I think was second half, and then he was meant to pass to Rashford. Oh, man. That annoyed me. But listen, right, Bruno,
Disappeared.
Mm.
Disappeared. What do you make of Ten Hag throwing Sancho under the bus after the loss today, saying Sancho's not trained hard enough, that's why he wasn't on the bench?
I mean, that's for me. That's harsh, man. Because if you're saying that, then what about Maguire? Then what about Maguire and what about the others? So I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with Sancho, man. McTominay, I couldn't care less. Listen, continue him not being a match day squad because I couldn't care less about McTominay. But Sancho, come on, man. I mean, if he's not showing it in the training levels, then what's Maguire showing to you for you to select him in the squad? I don't get it. So
What were your thoughts on Rashford today?
He's our most dangerous outlet. He's our most dangerous outlet off the left. Yeah, he's lazy up front, but you can see the way Arsenal were double teaming him, triple teaming him, even for the goal. Like the way Ben White and was it Gabriel or was it Saliba? Sorry, I'm not sure. But the way they just backed off him, like one, don't show Rashford onto his right. Like as soon as he did that, I think most people in the Emirates knew what was going to happen. So, but I can't really say much about it. The thing that pissed me off, we got the best of him, but I think is for the second goal, the third goal, he's pulled out the tackle. For the counter attack, he's pulled out the tackle. Like, fucking risk your body, you bitch. So we got the best and the worst. This is the problem. Like, once these players go down, there's no fight in this fucking team. There's no desire, there's no nothing. It's the same weak mental bullshit. And we've given this dickhead 300 grand. We've given this dickhead 300 grand a week, right? But it's the same weak mentality shit. Yeah, you got the goal, but fucking risk your body. Who gives a shit if you get kicked? You've got 2 weeks off. Southgate's not gonna call you up. You're not gonna fucking play for England. So you get 2 weeks off, just risk your like that's what I mean. It's the same shit.
Yeah. For me, listen, with Rashford, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you saw that FA Cup final, but I think that was that one chance where he could have headed that, but I think he didn't even jump for that header. So for me, with Rashford, I don't know. I really don't know. Last season, yes, he got the goals and stuff, but fans need to actually look at the actual performance themselves. And Rashford this season, he's been a total different than last season, man. I don't know when I'm gonna lose that. I think I'm starting to lose patience with this guy already, but there's others that definitely I've lost total patience with. And for me, I will give him some,
The jury's out. The jury's out. So he's what? He slipped against Nottingham. He slipped against Nottingham. His positioning for the first goal today was shit. He's been beating at his near post, right? But he can fucking kick a ball 70 yards. That's 3 goals. That's 3 goals that I put some blame on him. To be honest, like the jury's massively out for me.
Maybe. But for me, listen. The way we criticize De Gea, come on, it has to be at the same criticism as we give to Onana. But I know this fan base won't, because they'll look at De Gea. Oh, he can't pass the ball, but Onana can. But for me, centre backs, we've got some issues there clearly. Wan-Bissaka, I thought he done all right today, but again, I don't know, man, because it was all Martinelli today. I thought Saka was rubbish today, so
yeah. Saka was poor, yeah. Very poor. I thought this would be Saka's day, because obviously you're playing Dalot out of position. You haven't really got a left back. I thought Saka would be the most dangerous player, but he's one of the worst players on the pitch.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I think Dalot more or less pocketed Saka, to be perfectly honest. What's your hope for the season? To be honest,
my hope.
Yeah, both. Yeah, I'll ask Costa afterwards, but I'll start with you, Joel.
I mean, obviously the hope is to win the league, but I think Man City it's going to be tough. Man City are just. I think they're still a level above Arsenal and everyone else. It's going to be very, very hard to win the league. I think 4 wins out of 4. They just, even when they play bad, they seem to just win. And with Haaland up front, I don't see how they don't win the league. So I mean, as long as we're competing around top, but first, second, if we drop anywhere below, if we're battling for top four, I don't think that's really acceptable now. After last season and spending all the money, we need to be competing at least and competing in the Champions League as well. I think it's going to be one of the hardest years ever to win the Prem because Man City's just coming off the back of the treble. But yeah, all I can hope for is just competing with Man City and trying to just maybe if Man City drop off near the end of the season, which is unlikely, hopefully we're there to take advantage of it and win. But I still doubt it.
Yeah. For me, listen, my thing has changed. I think as of now, as we're speaking, I think top six. Let's try and get top six. I mean, that's my thing now because top four. Listen, I don't know. I don't even know anymore, man. Because injuries could even hit us even worse. So top six is the aim. I know people might not. My stands are way higher, but if I'm being realistic, top six for me. So yeah.
Top six. We ain't challenging you. All these people thinking that I'm not even sure if we can qualify from our Champions League group. I'll be perfectly honest. You need 9 points realistically to qualify from your Champions League group, right? With our away form, I can see us losing to Galatasaray in the atmosphere because this is what people don't understand. That atmosphere in Turkey is different in the cauldron like that, and I can see these guys shitting themselves. And I can't even say Copenhagen's a sort of gimme for Man United because I've seen us shit ourselves against young boys. So I don't even see them getting out of the Champions League. Like with United at the moment, I don't know where the performances are. I don't know where the performances are. I don't know where like a lot of this fan base are holding the club to a standard that's not the standard it should be. And like I said, we're gonna get the same shit when it comes to there's gonna be the Daily Mail reporting about the Glazers not selling. We'll have Luckhurst and fucking who else is there? Ben Jacobs saying, "Oh, the sale's gonna happen. The sale's not gonna happen." So that'll be for the next 2 weeks. Oh, it'll be Glazers out, and the Glazers need to sell. No one's gonna do shit. This is all United. Yeah, United is the most toxic. United is the most toxic club in the country by far. And I'll be honest, I'm not writing off the season or anything like that, but I don't know where we really go from here, to be honest.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. You're right. But some of the fan base will be like, "Don't worry, let's back the team," and after international break, we'll bounce back and all that rubbish. So for me, listen, I'm not in the mood of let's bounce back FC because this is not last season or the season before. We don't do bounce back FCs, but once international break is done, we got Brighton at home.
That's a tough game.
I don't see us winning.
At home? What, at United?
Yeah,
it's Old Trafford.
United's home record's unbelievable, right?
Yeah, but we didn't beat Brighton in 90 minutes last year.
Yeah, we lost to them. Yeah,
we lost both games. We lost both home and away last year.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And then
Brighton good against good teams as well.
And then depending on Lindelof's injury, then
he was on crutches as he left the Emirates.
That's why he came off. I was confused when he came off. I thought he must be injured because why would you bring off Lindelof for Johnny Evans? Because when I heard Johnny Evans was coming on, I thought
Evans, I knew that we was going to lose the game.
Maybe when you brought Evans, I thought that
Johnny Evans, what the hell are they both doing? Like 2023, and we're seeing both of them partner up against Arsenal. That's crazy for me, but.
When I saw Johnny Evans coming on, I thought you were going to Johnny Evans.
But because of Johnny Evans, he used to play before for United. Let's back him. He's like, the quotes that I saw from this John Murta guy. Oh, he's experienced. He's got that winning mentality for the dressing room. Oh my goodness! When I saw that, I did not check Twitter again because. So of course, listen, you're going to see director footballs say that's rubbish when they say their players, but. John Murta really said Evans is an experienced winner for the dressing room. That, for me, one of the worst quotes ever. And then Amrabat, please, you should have got him at the beginning of the transfer window. 1 year left on this contract, and then you know what? Let's panic buy. And we do have Hardeep here. Big up to you, Hardeep. How you doing?
Yeah, but that's fine. But here's what United fans are forgetting: January's the AFCON. Yeah, Onana's back in the Cameroon side, and
Amrabat, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, Amrabat's gone. So two of your 4 signings this year could potentially be gone for 5 weeks if they get to the final. Yeah,
we got Altay Bayindir, man, back him. Apparently, according to these top Reds, let's back him. He's the best backup option. Apparently, that's rubbish, by the way. But yeah, Hardeep, man. Talk to me, obviously, today's game, and then just in general, man. Just in general, talk to us what we've previously mentioned every single time about the board and stuff. But yeah,
do you know what? Overall, I think for the performance, it's absolutely abysmal yet again. Players capitulating down tools. Of course, in major spells in the game, I watched it while I was actually a problem that made sense. While I was watching it, I actually had that mindset that the playing players overall aren't good enough as well. We capitulated in the majority stages again. The officiating was absolutely poor. Anthony Taylor, what on earth is he officiating this game for? He's just such an incompetent referee. And you know what? We shouldn't put these excuses on official deficiencies and also official errors. Collectively, as a team, we were structured as 10 team with that identity. Of course, in majority phases, we were quite consistent and we overloaded Arsenal in and around the box in transitional moments. Not against when they're actually playing the mid-block formation, but only when they're actually really proactive, and we are really reactive on the counter-attack. So overall, we lack that clinical edge, we lack that intensity, and ultimately the board, the Glazers, and also the specialists in the club have set an odd fail. What an absolute joke of transfer window. It's absolutely ludicrous. We should be managing the situation better. And that's expected under the Glazers. That will never, ever change unless we get really, really, really few owners, really wealthy owners. Over Qatar when they get it sorted. But overall, in long term, it's not looking good for Ten Hag. Hopefully, exactly what they're turning around. But it's just not the manager. It's cold with many issues, not just players, but also the infrastructure of the club.
It's the same conversation it's the same conversation for 10, 15 years, right? All this shit of the Glazers aren't selling. People don't need to understand the Glazers aren't selling. And like I said earlier in the stream, you know, dickhead fan groups like the 1958 are going to go, let's protest. It's not a protest if you pay to watch the game and sit in the stadium after you paid to watch the game. That is not a protest. What kind of stance are you making? Here's our money. We're gonna say you just wait. All you're doing is missing your train. Do people not understand what a fucking protest is? Oh, we'll pay for our ticket and then we'll walk out in the 14th minute. You paid for the ticket, you fucking morons. Yeah, it's not a protest. And I'll be honest, I'm gonna have
You should call him out. You should call him out. I'm not joking,
yeah, come out of the back room, bro, and come back again.
Yeah, but listen, I don't know what to say, man. Because, yet again, this John Murtough bloody person, yeah, refused to send Todibo because apparently he's not United's quality. But then instead, handed out 1 year extension to John Evans, came out and said he's an experienced winner. He's perfect for the dressing room. He's done well since he came in. Hey, we might as well bring back Danny Welbeck, for goodness sake, man. What is this mentality of let's bring back this nice people that we do? Because see, they don't do nice stuff. See,
and also, bro, to add, when Maguire was actually inevitably going to leave club, Ten Hag publicly actually stated that he would be stripped of the capacity. That clearly indicated that he wanted to go out.
No one ever said this.
Yeah. I saw that.
What did they there? In the thing, but for me today, I don't know, man. What do you think about the Garnacho thing? Was it offside or onside for you?
No, he was actually in line with Gabriel personally. If you look at it from a refereeing point of view, it was definitely a legal go. It was definitely legal. It was definitely legal. Not illegal to a certain degree. If you look at the Giganakis run, the way he actually darted through the defence, the way he was actually in line of defence, it wasn't illegal from a regulation point of view, and it clearly complied with the refereeing decision. Clearly, it was an offside. VAR got that wrong decision.
As you were saying,
the Glazers controlling my internet connection clearly, but it's not it's not a protest. If you pay for the service and then don't show up, you're just a fucking idiot. All right, and we're gonna hear it for the next 2 weeks. Oh, we need to protest. This fan base doesn't give a shit enough, because you know why? What people don't understand is we have the biggest international fan base, like one of the biggest international fan bases in the world. If a guy doesn't show up with a season ticket, he'll sell the season ticket and a tourist will come. No one's going to stop going to the suit. No one's going to stop going to the superstore. No one's going to stop buying their membership. The Glazers do not give a monkey's fuck. They're sat in Florida chilling. Dwayne, look at all these knobheads. They do not care. This club's not gonna change. And what I was saying before I got cut off, I hold Sir Alex Ferguson to a shit ton of accountability for this as well, because his ass is getting his ass has got so many splinters. Man needs an operation. But he sat on the board. He sat on the board chilling. But no one wants that.
I really don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But no one wants that conversation because of the success he brought at this club. And bear in mind, man made my childhood great. I saw the Champions League get lifted twice and all that. But if Fergie was to come out and say the ownership needs changing, then the momentum is totally different, because then arguably the biggest manager this club has ever seen, and definitely the most successful manager this club has ever seen, with his momentum saying the Glazers are not good for the club, swings everything. The British media changes. There's so much more pressure from the fan, but it's not just the likes of Gary Neville and stuff like that, and other fan channels saying we need change. The most successful manager in this club's history putting pressure on the Glazers and saying you guys aren't good enough, it changes everything. But until he does that, no protests are going to change it. No protests are going to change anything. Nothing's going to change. The Glazers aren't going to sell. For me, people need to start putting pressure on Fergie to come out and say something, whether that's Gary Neville, whether that's Beckham, whether that's Giggs, whether that's Scholes, whoever or Sir Bobby, whoever it is, they need to say to him, you need to say something. That happens, then there's change. But no one wants that. But no one in this fan base wants that conversation. He has to be held to accountability.
Of course, because he's when the camera penalised, he's always next to John Merton and then the Glaze next to him, and then
Avram
Glazer. Sorry, not the other one. He's absolute. I'm not going to say that word, but yeah, listen. For me, we need to get rid of the board. They're not good enough. They're not good enough. They're going to keep mediocre players. They're going to keep marauding, handing out early contracts to players mid-season. By the way, the season hasn't even finished, and they're giving out Luke Shaw contracts extensions, and his fake injury, and Rashford as well, man. Rashford, he can't be asked to press. Hardeep can press. If you put Hardeep into the 90-minute match, depending on the stamina, maybe Wajid as well. Both of them would press, man. But this Rashford walks around. But you know what? Because he scored 30 or so goals. That's backing. He's a star boy and he's the Manchester King. Listen, by the way, for me, we're putting too much pressure on Højlund. I don't know what you guys think, but for me, the pressure come on now. He's a 21-year-old kid. Can we just relax?
Exactly. The thing is with Højlund, right? He's a young prospect who actually came into the club with one mindset. To be Ten Hag's vocal number 9, but ideally Ten Hag he wanted another number 9. Ideally Harry Kane, but fortunately we didn't get in the end. And that's down to the ownership situation, the way we're run, the way we're structured, and ultimately,
FFP, don't worry, FFP
Yeah.
apparently.
Even though
Yeah.
Chelsea could sign 24 players.
Yeah, and you know what? Getting a significant profit of over £200 million. That is really, really competent for the club. Unlike us, if you compare it.
Yeah,
And
but
we're
we're asking for 45 million for Maguire. We get 30 million. Just fucking
accept it.
just
Fucking accept it, man.
pay the dead money that he's due in his contract, because we were screaming and shouting the same shit for Barca to pay Frankie de Jong the dead money that was owed on his contract last year. We've done the exact same shit this year with Maguire. He's owed his 10 million. Just pay him his 10 million. It's not worked. He's come on the pitch, and Arsenal fans have cheered for him on the fucking pitch. He's gonna get rinsed at Old Trafford. Him against Mitoma. Kane, Gnabry, Coman. But no, look at Brighton, Ferguson, now Ansu Fati, and Mitoma. I don't. Right? People are like, oh, our home record's amazing. I'll be honest, yeah. Against Brighton, we could be fucked, you know.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
We will.
Midfield,
Absolutely.
I expect the midfield to get ripped apart as well.
Yeah.
People say, oh, let's look forward because we're going to play Amrabat and Casemiro. Oh my goodness me!
He needs training as well. The thing is, with Amrabat, we should have brought him at the end of June.
He's
as well.
not match fit, by the way. Ten Hag will use the same quote as he used for Hoyland. He's not match fit. Amrabat, he wasted 2 months. He didn't play no single match because this effing board refused to pay 25 million, and but instead got a 10 million loan. But this club makes me laugh. I swear to God, 10 million loan, and then refused to give Cucurella 3 million loan. Instead, they went to sign another injury-prone left back. Oh my goodness me! Wow, just wow for me. But listen, as I said, for Reguilon, I'm more looking forward to his girlfriend more than Reguilon as himself.
As more, you know.
But no, listen. In all seriousness, guys, Brighton and Bayern Munich. Do you see any wins from those two teams?
No, we're getting slapped. We're getting slapped at the Allianz. We're getting slapped at the Allianz.
Matches at Allianz, so that's
Yeah, the Allianz Arena as well.
Yeah, we're getting slapped. We're getting slapped.
How do you think about slapping the Allianz?
Do you know what? I actually agree with Jeeves. Obviously, I think if you look from a tactical point of view, Bayern are a very dominant team as well. If you look at their Champions League record, their players, amazing.
Oh my goodness me! Oi. Listen, Eriksen can't hide, you know. He can't hide in this game. Same as the big Bruno Fernandes. Listen, I rate him as I don't think he's world class for me, because world class, you have to be, better. But
Consistent.
He needs to step up away games. Bruno, listen, the home games where he usually steps up, I like it. But for away games, he needs to do more, man. Because today, Odegaard looked like a better player than Bruno today. So yeah.
But the only thing I'll say about that is, our midfield one again. As always, our midfield is totally imbalanced, and we lost control. We lost total control of the midfield again. I get what you're saying, Horst, yeah, but right, it's all great. Like I said, like I keep on going back to, it's all good for fucking your centre backs and your goalkeeper playing 1-2 triangles with each other like you're fucking playing FIFA and trying to waste time. But what were we doing for the entire first half? Onana got the ball. We'd launch it 70 yards because our players didn't know the system, don't understand the system, are too fucking stupid to play the system, and not complete footballers enough to play the system. And bear in mind, the man's system is based on technical football, and he's fucking bought runners. He's bought physical players for a technical system, and he's bought players that he's used because he doesn't think other people can play his system. Klopp and Pep have never bought players that have played for them before. So what, you're telling me that no other fucking footballer is capable of playing your system? And I'm gonna go back to it. I said at the start, we bought Mount for 55 million when he's been injury prone and had one good season. We could have bought Gravenberch and Amrabat for this. Gravenberch only went for 32 million. 32 million in today's market is a fucking steal. And he's only had one bad season at Bayern. He didn't fit the system. He's literally from Ten Hag's. He literally fits the 8. He quite literally fits the 8. And if he doesn't work, fucking it's 32 million. Mount, they gave Mount the number 7 for 50. We paid Chelsea 55 million in the last year of his contract for a player whose best position is where our captain plays. And Bruno, I don't give a shit who you are. Bruno Fernandes isn't getting dropped. Bruno Fernandes on the right does not work. Quite clearly, Sancho's his new scapegoat. When Ante's a fucking 90 million fidget spinner, right? We're applauding him for fucking defending. What the fuck did he do attacking? What the fuck did he do? Paid 90 million for. I want goals. I don't need a glorified right back. See, this is what I get what you're saying about. I get what you're saying about Ten Hag's hands being tied, but he's had a fucking saying these transfers because our board aren't competent enough to go out and do the research, right?
I mean,
Gravenberch and Amrabat for the same price Mount. For the same price Mount.
For United fans, they will play to you saying you're asking for too much here. So for me, I've always said I think this summer window. People might laugh at me, but I think Ten Hag has had way too much control, and that's not normal for a football club, by the way. Because I'm going to use this as an example. Look at Pep and the director of football. Both of them, they communicate a lot with their signings.
And also Klopp as well. Klopp as well, yes. Klopp as well, and then Arteta and Edu. The amount of times you can banter Arteta, yeah. Arteta and Edu, they communicate together. We do not have a director of football that can talk to Ten Hag and say, yes, we're going to research this player, and get him the player, this and that. Ten Hag has to do all this research by himself. Yes, Mount is an average. Yeah. Mount, yeah. Straight no, but
sorry. Apparently, no one did a player profile on Mount when we bought Mount.
Oh,
so
that's ridiculous.
No, so apparently no one's researched Mount before they bought Mount. They've just seen he's in the last year of his contract and thought he might fit. No one actually did a player profile or research on Mount. None of the scouts went to go see how Mount actually plays or he fits into the style.
Yeah, this is absolute shambles.
Yeah, and also the thing is with Ten Hag, apparently he actually wants them when he was actually playing overseas in, if I recall correctly, in the Eredivisie League when Ajax were in the semi-final of the Champions League. I think that's clearly a personal scout from Erik Ten Hag.
Honestly, why did regular for me? I was expecting us to get to re-sign Daley Blind. Someone I had something in my mind. Get Daley Blind back. To be fair, he was alright. When he first came in. Yeah.
But you know one thing I am going to hold him account to. I heard this man is a great player of youth and blah blah blah. Where the fuck's Pellistri? Pellistri's been better than Anthony has in his. Pellistri had a really good cameo against Forest. He arguably changed the. Who was the other game? Not Tom. No. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. He should have got a penalty. He should have got a penalty against Spurs. Why is Pellistri not get? Why is you didn't want him to go on loan, so give him the motherfucking minutes. I see this fucking fidget spinner on the right. No, he's pissing me off. It's right. We paid 9 million for a guy who can't use his right foot.
Yeah.
What was it? What was his biggest contribution to the game was he tracked Martinelli for the ball he initially lost in the attack. Just play Pellistri. What's the worst at this point? What's the worst that's going to happen?
Exactly. I mean, that's true. That's really true. I mean, the thing is with Pellistri as well, his low sense of gravity, his intelligence, his IQ, his work rate. He definitely understands the position more than Anthony Ivan Sancho. He should be given minutes. It's absolutely unbearable.
100%. Yeah.
Sorry, I want to ask you both. Right. Okay. What do you make of the Donny?
It's a Sancho statement. Oh, please don't believe everything you read. I will not allow people saying things that is completely untrue. I have conducted myself in training very well this week. I believe that there are other reasons for this matter that I won't go into. I've been escaped for a long time, which isn't fair. All I want to do is play football with a smile on my face and contribute to my team. I respect all the decisions that are made by the coaching staff. I play with fantastic players and grateful to do so, which I know every week is a challenge. I will continue to fight for this badge no matter what. Wow.
Whoa, big from Sancho.
Whoa.
I think he's going to go. I think with Sancho.
Listen, if Ten Hag dumping at Ronaldo, he's probably going to dump out Sanchez as well because he's basically calling out. He's basically saying Ten Hag's a liar. That's what that statement is. So I never believed, by the way, that he didn't train good in training. I did not believe that quote. Is a scapegoat for me. I don't know why Ten Hag's doing that. I really don't know. Something's going on in the backroom that we don't know. But then, for me, there's other players that we need to talk about. And Maguire's still here. Don't know why. Obviously, Dean Henderson going. That was brilliant to my eyes, man. He needs to go. But then the backup keeper that we got.
Bajinder.
Is he any good, guys? I don't think none of you guys watched him, but I'll take Bajinder. I know first Turkish player to play for United, but we need to have a better competent backup than Onana, if I'm being honest. But I'm going to give him time off. Well, I'm going to back him, but I don't know if he's going to be any good for United. That's the thing.
I think he's only 25 years old. I mean, his age is just a number. Is he the right profile of player for what we need, especially with Onana going to AFCON? Potentially, but depends on his consistency as well. We don't necessarily know a lot about him as United fans, and many United fans who are claiming to be tacticos, if we can believe he will be really, really good enough for us. I think ultimately it depends on whether he will develop into Ten Hag's system. I do have high hopes for being but it depends on whether Ten Hag will definitely persist with him.
Yeah,
I'm just reading that statement again.
yeah, he's calling out Ten Hag. Yeah, he's calling out Ten Hag.
He's gone in January. He's gone in January. Fucking hell, this club's rotten. This club is rotten from the top down. Do you know, like any honestly, I think people need to understand we are potentially looking at a Liverpool level stretch for the next Premier League title. This club is so far away from everything, right? Everyone's gonna fucking go, oh, it's the owners. The owners got nothing to do with Ten Hag and his management style, right? Clearly, something's going on in the background between Sancho and Ten Hag because everyone said Sancho is a Ten Hag player. He was fucking playing him as a false nine in America, blah blah blah, all that shit. And Sancho's been good the last games he's started. He's been another player who's been better than Anthony. Yeah, so I don't think Ten Hag makes it to the end of the year. You know, the way he's losing the dressing room, it has Ollie written all over it.
I swear to God, I'm not even lying. This club will sack Ten Hag soon, very soon.
Oh.
The management, some of the boards don't like it. They don't like it, and then you know what? Yeah, these absolute United fans are saying, "Let's get the Zerbi because it will change." Oh my God! Have you not noticed nothing on this flipping ownership will change? No matter what manager you get, go get Roberto Mancini. That's what I'm saying. He's gone in Saudi. Go get whatever manager are they saying? I don't know. What's his name? Diego Simeone. People are saying get Diego Simeone. There's no reason for United to change managers constantly.
All right. People think the football's bad now.
Diego Simeone at United. Come on, man. Only Hardeep will enjoy that. I'm joking, but yeah. But now, wow, this statement has come in. What do you guys, Hardeep? What do you think? Have you read it? By the way, have you read this statement?
I've not actually read it yet, but the thing is, I'm actually seeing a lot of notifications from my Twitter. But yeah, I think with a statement with what's actually coming out immediately, it clearly indicates that the club is just absolutely abysmal, and we're a joke of a football club in how we run, how we're operated. And as Richie says, we're actually rotten from top to bottom. It's not solvable, and it can't be salvaged until we.
Do you see Ten Hag getting sacked, Hardeep? Do you see Ten Hag getting sacked?
Potentially, if he doesn't actually amend his tactics and also manage the dressing room correctly, if he doesn't actually do those responsibilities, who knows? It could be inevitable that he'll go.
For me, calling Ten Hag a liar and saying that he's scapegoating him, that's what makes it too far for me. So yeah. Wajid, obviously you read the statement. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen in the next few days?
Either Sancho goes or Ten Hag goes. That's I
Oh, is it just me or is he gone? Is it my internet? Can you guys hear me? Hardeep, be there?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, so it must be his internet. Yeah, but
Yeah,
listen,
mine's good.
I think there's gonna be a crazy in the next few days because the international break is now. There could be obviously big up to you, Josh. Big up Pano, shame for you now wanting them to win by. But the thing is, Josh, I told you about the midfield issues. Always get overrun in the midfield, man. I always said Ericsson cannot play more than 60 minutes. He's got a flipping heart detector in his heart. He cannot do it for more than 60 minutes. What does Tannock? Listen, I rate Tannock. I love him, but he needs to stop doing these kind of mistakes. And listen, we had no other options on the bench. So I'm not slating Tannock for that. We had no other options. Dan Go, we can't risk youngsters for this. Dan Go and Hannibal, we cannot do that. But then that's on the board fault for not getting more midfielders. Why do we have to do sell to buy? Name Hardeep. Name me one club that does sell to buy because it confuses me differently. Why do we have to do sell? Yeah, let's sell him first, then we can go and get this guy because City don't do that. They go get Doku. They go get Kovacic. They go get Nunes. That's competent. United. Oh, Johnny Evans. Love to see you here. Let's give you an extension. 1 year. I don't know how deep, man. This club is confusing me. And I'm expecting that. You know what? Something's crazy going to happen. I think, what's that thing called? Fans are going to run onto the pitch.
Yeah.
Just watch.
I think games will be boycotted as well. If things get much more toxic and also unfolding in unnecessary circumstances, it's clear enough for Liverpool that there's something really, really big will happen. Something really, really significant in our fan base history. Whether that's boycott games or whether that's fan pressure to actually force players to sell, you can't really deny the fact that we've got great fan base, even though some of them are really ignorant of us.
Yeah, Josh, basically Martinez got injured. He got injured, so I don't know, man. Apparently both Martin and Lindelof are injured. So listen, we can all blame whoever's upstairs for not getting flipping Todibo because apparently he's not United's quality and all that BS, man. But don't worry, Ratcliffe will save United apparently from these absolute muppets that believe that. But listen, the sale of the club, I think they're gonna try PR this now. I think we might. I'm not saying we're gonna definitely expect, but maybe in the next few weeks we will expect a development. 100% development on the club sale. Please do not believe anything what Daily Star said, Daily Mirror said yesterday about Glazers putting 10 billion off. That's absolute crap. And then taking off United in the market. I don't believe that. So.
Sensational journalism as well. It's
tactics, man. Yeah. Part of the tactics. I'm going to keep refreshing my Twitter because I feel like I'm missing some key updates. So, guys, I'm going to keep updated. Hang on. Sancho has replied. No, yeah, wait, hang on. So, yeah. So far, I'm looking at the comments from Sancho's posts. People saying Ten Hag is the problem. Our clubs run poorly. Ten Hag is in the mud. This is normal for. I'm not going to read that out. Eric Ten Hag is always looking for a scapegoat every season. Too bad he had to make those silly comments. Yeah, those comments, man. Ten Hag, there was no need for that stupid comment. But listen, we will wrap up soon. I think Hardy has to go. I have to go soon, pretty soon as well. So yeah,
I've got to leave in a couple of minutes around 9 p.m. I'll need to get off.
No worries, man. No worries. But yeah, I mean, today was a disappointing day. I think something's crazy gonna happen this week. I mean, to be fair, listen, schools are back this week, so it's going to be even crazy for myself. So,
are you looking forward to sixth form again?
Well, Hardy, I'm going to get Banty. That's one thing. I'm going to get Banty. So Thursday, bring on Thursday. But now, listen, big up to everyone that's commented so far. Appreciate you guys' support, guys. We're only like 30. I think it's like 35 away from 500. Come on, guys, we can hit this.
Guys.
We can hit this. I'm gonna keep.
You know what to do. You know what to do.
I'm gonna make the calls. Shout out this channel very soon. And yeah, man, we're gonna hit this 500. Don't worry. Maybe even before we play Bayern. Actually, no. Actually, yeah, maybe. But listen, guys, appreciate everyone's support. So big up to you, Aiden, and Bobby K. Big up to you, Ryan. Big up yourself, and yeah, man, big up everyone that's commented so far. We will be back soon for the game game review. Oh my god, listen, I don't feel like hosting that, man. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna pretend to be sick. I don't feel like hosting that one, but yeah, listen, we'll be back. Don't worry. Potentially, I think we might do it tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. It's not confirmed yet, so guys, don't worry. Have your notifications on, and you'll be notified. But Hardeep, let the people know where can they find you. Big up for joining.
Well, guys, to the West find me, HC United on Instagram, where I'll promote the latest Manchester United news and provide best content around the Manchester United news. If you do want to follow me personally on Instagram, it's HSAG17. Both accounts are actually lowercase, so that's where you can find me on Instagram. To add, if you want to find me on Twitter, it's HSAG1NFC, all lowercase. That's where you can find me, where I interact with many United fans about the takeover situation, the players, the Ixenarg, the political side of the football club, the issues, and also the player profiles of what we're actually looking for in terms of signed players. Also, I actually talk about things that are actually necessarily relevant to football, such as politics, sports, or even mental health. Anyone's could be a mental health advocate, and if you're a mental health advocate, be strong, be resilient, be confident in yourself, and also always have the self-belief to actually keep going. Never give up. Don't capitulate. If you do ever have any issues, just confide in myself or my co-hosts, or even the members of our community. Mentality is really key, and I would definitely define it for you guys. So never go up. Big up to us as well.
Yeah, big up Hardeep, and big up. Always obviously mention mental health, which is very, very important in today's society. But even Dan's a legend. Hardeep, big up to you, Dan, man. It's been a long time. But yeah, man. Hope we came more. But yeah, guys, you guys can find me. Actually, I'm gonna join this United space, Twitter space very soon. So I see a space running right now. So I'm gonna listen to.
I've got an idea. I've actually got an idea. I mean, the thing is, as we have an OTF, as we have an
Twitter
OTF,
space. We're gonna have a Twitter space, Hardeep. Twitter
Twitter
space.
Yeah,
Definitely, man. Listen, I'm gonna talk soon on that because that's a good idea. Because I know Manny has one. I know you have one. I think JBT has one. So we'll talk. But yeah, that's a good idea, man. OTF Twitter space, and we'll let you guys. You guys can join as well. Have your thoughts and stuff. But yeah, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Instagram, Oris Talks Football. YouTube, Oris Talks Football. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. For me, I always call it Twitter, but Twitter, Oris Talks Footy. I'll be very active. Look, as I said before, I'm gonna be joining this Twitter space, this United one, very as soon as I end the stream. So make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. I know there was a lot of swear words from Wajid himself or me, but yeah, listen, guys, we're just giving our thoughts. Really, we're just giving our honest thoughts, and we don't hide. So yeah, anyone calling me Hardeep or Wajid losers, listen, we don't hide. Win, lose, or draw, we are here to give our thoughts, and we just say how it is, really. So yeah, as Hardeep said, mental health message either Hardeep himself or any of the co-hosts, including myself. So yeah, and yeah, man, hope you guys have a blessed weekend. See you guys potentially tomorrow, if not Tuesday. I think.
Well, Tuesday, logical.
Yeah, Tuesday. But yeah, guys, we are out. Peace.